Rosemary's Baby. That is the film. There's nothing that can really ever come close or match to it, and yet it is the iconic one that is held up the highest. What was it like to make that film? I can't even believe I get to ask you that question.
I wasn't the first choice.
Really?
Yeah. Because they asked Jane Fonda, and I don't know who all else by the time they got down to me. I
can't understand, picture, or even
Me neither.
fathom anyone but
Me neither.
you.
Thank you very much.
Everything happens for a reason, but that is fascinating.
I was the luckiest person. When Rosemary's Baby came out, I was in India. Because my husband, whom you mentioned, had left me in the middle of the movie. In the middle of the movie because he left me because, and I thought he never would, but he left me because I wouldn't leave the movie when he told me to leave it. It had another month. He had some dispute with the head of the studio, and he said, I'm taking my girl out of this, like kind of thing. But then when he told me to leave it, I said, how can I leave it? I'm the daughter of a director and an actress, and my mother was Maureen O'Sullivan, and my father was a movie director. And I just...
Your mother's
and so I couldn't leave a movie, and I was in every shot, and it was almost, it had one more month. So I just thought it wouldn't happen, but it did. His lawyer came on the set, served me with divorce papers. So afterward, I'd go to India, right? Because I had a sister. My sister is Prudence, Farrow.
Yes, Prudence.
Exactly.
Dear Prudence,
yes.
The Beatles.
Yes.
Dear Prudence.
Yeah.
And she was with the
Maharishi. We both went to Maharishi, and she didn't leave her room. She was a big meditator. It still is.
She would stay in and meditate.
Yes. And they were fascinated because,
Sorry, this is just history.
I know, it's incredible history.
Out, and you went to join her?
No, we went together. She was in some nightmare of her own, and I was in my nightmare, and she said, let's go to India. And I'm like, okay. I don't know. So we were in India in the Himalayas, and when the Beatles arrived, we were already there a month, and I was like, oh my gosh, things really picked up. It was way fun when they got there. I was so bored, I have to say. And my sister said to me, could I ask them to keep down the sound, because they were obla-deeing and obla-dying. And she said, can you just ask them to be more quiet? I can't meditate when they're singing.
And what did you say?
I said, oh, okay. And I didn't tell them to be quiet. I didn't,
She wouldn't come out from meditating.
She wouldn't come out.
Wow, that is so devout. It's the Beatles.
Yes.
I admire
and they
her
were
commitment.
fun.
They were?
Yeah, so fun, so sweet and fun. Ringo left, the Flies, he and his wife left. Everybody brought their girlfriend or wife. And they weren't into meditating all day long, which was a relief because I have a short attention span. I can't do that.
You are happy to have friends. Well,
Yes.
and speaking of friends, you have this incredible play on
Yes.
Broadway right now. The Roommate.
Come see us.
But you have a ritual that you do before every show. Is that correct?
Kind of.
Yeah.
And what is it, may I ask?
We meet up in Mia's dressing room, and we'll run lines. We'll just sort of reconnect.
One scene.
Yeah, reconnect. We'll talk about our day. But then we do a little prayer, and we just do our own little version of wishing ourselves a good show against the railing of the set. And then we hug each other, and we say, let's have fun.
Yeah.
Well, I love that ritual.
And we do have fun.
We do have fun.
I love you bringing us into that world, into that intimate moment. You guys,